Welcome, and thank you for joining this demonstration video for the Salesforce application portal for the Colorado Industrial Tax Credit Offering, otherwise known as CITCO. For starters, we recommend visiting the CITCO website where you'll find plenty of resources and helpful links tailored to potential applicants. Once you familiarize yourself with the information on the CITCO website and you're ready to apply, simply navigate to the CITCO Salesforce application portal by scrolling down and clicking CITCO Application Portal here. You will be brought to the Salesforce login page. Unless you already have a username and password registered with the Colorado Energy Office's Salesforce, you will need to create an account. You could do so by selecting Not a Member here. Enter your account information and follow the instructions to create your account. Be sure to make a record of your username and password, as you'll be needing both to complete and submit your CITCO application. Once you have created an account and logged into Salesforce for the first time, you will arrive at the Tax Credit Program landing page. You can begin your CITCO application by selecting Apply for the Colorado Industrial Tax Credit Offering. Now you are ready to start your CITCO application. Start your application by selecting Next. You will be prompted to enter information in the required application fields. Applicants should respond to all application questions in accurate detail to avoid delays in processing applications. If a question doesn't apply to the proposed project, respond Not applicable. You will eventually arrive at the project details page. Here you'll need to select all eligible technology types that apply to your proposed project. For instance, in this example, the applicant is requesting a tax credit reservation for two project types, including advanced refrigeration systems and high-efficiency electric pumps. Selecting the relevant technology type here is crucial, as it will guide you to complete specific sub-applications for each technology type later in the process. If you wish to save and revisit your application at any time, click Save for Later, then OK. This will save your application and generates a unique link for your CITCO application. Be sure to save or bookmark this link for your records. You can also email the link to yourself for future reference. Please note, to return to your CITCO application, you must use the link generated when you click Save for Later. Therefore, it's important to bookmark this link so you can access it at a later time. Now we've returned to our saved application. Continue completing and responding to all required questions with attention to accuracy and detail. Be sure to upload and attach all required documentation. Lastly, you'll need to digitally sign the attestation page. Now, if you're ready to submit your general CITCO application, click Next to proceed. Fantastic! We've now finished our general CITCO application and we're brought to our application dashboard. Here we have access to various details related to our CITCO application. For example, on the right side of the screen, under Funding Request Overview, we can review information from our general application. On the left side of the screen, we can see the next steps required to complete our submission, such as the technology-specific sub-applications. In this example, we indicated we were requesting a tax credit reservation for two projects, including an advanced refrigeration system and high-efficiency electric pumps. Based on this selection on the project details page, we are required to submit sub-applications for both project types. I will first complete the sub-application for high-efficiency electric pumps, motors, compressors, and lighting by clicking it here. I'll complete a separate sub-application for the advanced refrigeration project later in this recording. We have arrived at the application overview page for high-efficiency electric pumps, motors, compressors, and lighting. Let's begin completing the sub-application. As we make our way through this sub-application, we'll provide detailed responses to describe this particular project. Some sub-applications, such as high-efficiency electric pumps, motors, compressors, and lighting, involve multiple possible technology types. At the bottom of the project readiness page, I've selected installing high-efficiency electric pumps and left the other possible options unmarked. Because in this demonstration, I'm proposing to install high-efficiency electric pumps and not any of the other technologies presented. If your project includes different or multiple technologies, make sure your selection here reflects just that. Next, we'll need to provide details about the existing pump being replaced and the high-efficiency pump to be installed. To do this, select Add Equipment. First, enter the information for the existing pump, including its type, quantity, and energy consumption. Then, provide similar details for the proposed high-efficiency pump. If your project qualifies as an expansion or new build, instead of providing details about the existing equipment, you will provide details on the business-as-usual or BAU equipment that would be installed if not for the proposed high-efficiency equipment. Once you've added all the information for the existing and proposed pumps, press Save to continue. If you're proposing multiple pumps that have completely different functions, operations, and specifications, you can click Add Equipment a second time and repeat the process. Otherwise, once all equipment has been added, press Next to continue. Continue making your way through the sub-application, including sections for project budget, greenhouse gas avoidance benefits, project co-benefits, demonstration of need, and project innovation. Be sure to upload and attach all required documentation. Digitally sign the attestation page. And finally, click Submit. Now we're returned to the application dashboard. You will see that we have now completed our high-efficiency electric pumps, motors, compressors, and our lighting sub-application, and we still need to complete our advanced refrigeration system sub-application. Let's begin. Similar to before, you will complete all sections of the advanced refrigeration system sub-application, including project overview, project readiness, project budget, greenhouse gas avoidance benefits, project co-benefits, demonstration of need, and finally, project innovation. You will need to attach the required attachments related to advanced refrigeration systems. Digitally sign the attestation page and click Submit. Once again, we're returned to the application dashboard. Only this time you can see that we've now completed both of the required sub-applications. You can review your sub-applications using the links below. On the right side of the screen, under Funding Request Overview, you can review information from your general application. Additionally, now that we've finished both of our sub-applications and provided information on the proposed projects, associated costs, requested tax credit reservation, and greenhouse gas avoidance potential, this section provides a comprehensive summary of the entire application. These figures represent the combined totals for the entire application package, which in this example includes both advanced refrigeration systems and high-efficiency pumps. When all sub-applications have been finalized and reviewed to ensure everything is correct, use the Submit Application button at the top right to submit your final application.